Hello everyone, and welcome back to Demon's Souls. In the previous episode, we failed our way through the first part of the Stone Fang Tunnel, and now we're going to fail our way through the next part of the first part of the Stone Fang Tunnel. Not before I farm these guys for potential and failed drops of decent shards. We are looking for greystone shards, in fact, if we want to upgrade this crushing battle axe. Now, oh god, I was wondering if I could destroy these without aggroing them, but apparently not. No, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. There we go. Having them attack at the same time is quite advantageous, even though I thought I'd killed them both. Okay, that guy was dead. That's fine. There should be one more. Can I sneak up on this guy? Be quiet. And I failed with the backstab. Well, this is just horrendous. Oh my god, the telegraph on that. Great. Okay, well, let's go through the next fog wall, and there are more of these minor fuckers hiding around the corners in these narrow passageways. Yeah, you can see there he was an eager beaver, and that was in terms of his ambush, that was a bit of an undoing. And there are more like non-lethal ones here, but we may as well take them out just in case of drops, and of course for souls. Shard of Spider Stone. I can't remember what upgrade path Spider Stone gives you. It may be the sticky upgrade path, as in the best bow in the game if you... Ooh, got Iron Knuckles. That's actually quite a rare drop. A fist weapon, the shortest reach of all weapon types, but strikes quickly. Stone Fang's rough blacksmiths love this weapon and sometimes let loose and slug it out. Oh crap. I thought I equipped it. I mean, we can try using it. I can't remember what it's like, you see. I've not used it for so long. If at all, ever. You know what? It's really strange because I can't remember. Oh, okay, it must be the unarmed ones that use it. But I actually cannot remember this weapon. Okay, yeah, so it does attack very fast, but for the amount of damage it does, it's not too bad actually. That could be good for kind of stun locking certain bosses with. Well, that was noob. Let's use a late grass. Oh my god. It's really broken my brain, the fact that, wow, I sent a stone anvil flying across the room. Large hardstone shard. Realistic physics, of course, in this game. Highly advanced physics. It makes Ex Anima look like the original Tomb Raider. Or, in fact, that wasn't a very good comparison for that joke, was it? Oh god, I'm sorry, I'm tired. Hey, there's a crystal lizard. Come to me. Oh yes, of course, it leads you into this ridiculous ambush, I remember now. So there's explosive barrels here which break the frame rate and lead up to this way that you can kind of get around these assholes. But I don't think any of the rest of them are pursuing me, so there is, I think there's a shield over here. I'm trying to remember this area. Crescent moon grass, and if you drop down behind where all these guys are waiting and lurking, there's an unknown hero's soul, and down here, a steel shield. Yeah, so not too bad of a shield. In fact, if I can equip that and still fast roll, which I can, I may as well use that one. Oh no, it's a great shield, so we can't parry with it. No point using a shield other than for parrying, as far as I can tell in this... Well, certainly not in this build. Not going to be too thorough with this area. There's lots of items here, but we need to get around this horrible, horrible plinth with these fiery lizards which drop down. I'm just going to try and make my way through there. And as you can see, they have a tendency to pounce and, yeah, do a lot of damage. So we'll just ignore those, because I really can't be doing with that. And there's a dog. 2 dogs. Deal with them inelegantly, but... Oh, God. Right. This sucks. 2 Ed's grindstones. I'm going to have to farm some grass off camera. But, it depends how we do with the boss, really, to be honest. But, and, you know, we'll probably fail, won't we? Let's face it. It is me. I feel like I'm picking it up slowly but progressively, which, if I carry on at the same rate of progression over the course of the playthrough, will actually be quite a good kind of upward spike of talent. I will start off embarrassingly shit, and by the end of the playthrough I'll be passably alright. I feel like that would be good, right? Because it means you the viewer, can learn alongside me, the player. Even though I've platinumed this game before, and I'm really embarrassing myself with how badly I'm playing it. Quickly, before any of the other ones are aggroed. Okay, well, if we can aggro them one at a time, that's fine. Some sort of a drop here. Unknown hero's soul. I'll have it. I see you there, bagman. Oh god. Oh, totally fell for it. Totally fell for it. Turn this wheel and this sorts out the pit of lava which we saw in the previous episode. No, we didn't get any grey stone. Not that I was expecting to get any grey stone, but the basic shards, we're getting a good collection of them, so we can upgrade, base upgrade a weapon if we want to. I'm still not sure what weapon I'm planning to main. Possibly a boss weapon, possibly a unique weapon which you need colourless demon souls for. It's a very obvious choice. I will be picking that weapon up, but I will explain more about that when we get to it, which won't be in too long. If you think you can predict the one I'm going for, it's the one which is at the end of this area. At the end of World 2, I mean. So, we pulled the lever. Now we just need to backtrack a bit. Oh, hang on. No, we can go down there, can't we? I forgot about that. How are we doing for grass? 9 full, 3 half, 3 late, 3 crescent. I'm going to attempt the boss without farming. And if I have to farm, then that's fine. I'll just do that off camera, and you can... I'll just cut you back in when I've got some more of it. So if we drop down here, this takes us right back to this part of the area. And then, if we go up here, I think... Yeah, this is it. Around here, this is the area which was covered in lava, and now we can go down and collect some things from these corpses. Hey, 4 halves, that's good, and there's something under there as well. A ring of poison resistance. Hey, not particularly useful, but it's still one of the few rings in this game, so for completionist's sake, I'm happy to pick it up. And we'll probably never use it. Oh, I may do... Oh, in fact, of course, there is in World 5. Probably good use for that. This is a lovely room of death right here. It's full of explosive barrels. And on the other side, there is a fat minister. So... I think the thief's ring may be hoodwinking him somewhat now. He won't kill himself with his moves. Are you going to throw a fireball? Yeah, you are. Go on then, baby. Alright. Ow. Yeah, I was just checking that these pillars are a good vantage point, and they are, so... It's when he does 2 moves in a row that's a problem. Die, please. Okay, give me some full grass. 1 full grass. Well, I would have preferred 2, but, you know. I think this is now... Oh yeah, no, I remember. There's one more short area and then the boss. And a guy drops down from above somewhere around here. I remember this distinctly, always causing damage. There he is, he's up there. Throws that, and then I think he drops. Yeah. Bastard son of a bitch. There's probably more like that, which I can't remember, but I'm just going to kind of bum rush this room. Okay, here we go. This is the elevator which leads to the boss. Hopefully we've got enough stuff here. If we've got enough healing items, I mean, I feel like, you know, you technically don't really need any healing items for this boss because it's not a very tough one, but like I say, it always comes with a caveat that it is me we're talking about, so I will probably die horribly here and have to go and farm. Nice that there's a spider stone drop there. It kind of like lets you know what the boss is going to be. Obviously there's cobwebs as well. This sort of stuff seems very obvious to a lot of people, but this sort of environmental design is just really nice. And if you look through the fog wall, you can see the spider there. And it's a real Shelob kind of a spider. So, the worst thing you can do in this fight is to be far away, because this happens. And if you're close, it will generally do one of 2 attacks. One is this, and one is this. And the one where it flails like that is the one that you want it to do, because that means you can stand safely in front and get some hits in. Ow. Run, get some hits in. And this is the horrible thing where you have to sprint right the way back to the fog wall. When it starts charging up that fire, it engulfs the entire tunnel in this fire, and you'll be amazed the range on this move. You have to be right the way back at the back for it to not hit you. Ow. That's the one I want. Do, honey. The one that I need. Oh, yes, indeed. Ow, that hurts. And that is the horrible web shooting move, which is difficult to avoid and is always followed by a single fireball. Reasoning being... Oh, he's doing that again. The reason being behind that is that he will shoot a web, which will slow your character down considerably. And then... like that. And then you will follow it with a fireball. And if you are hit by the web, it means you can't roll. So the fireball is very likely to hit you. Ow. Get some hits in here. Alright. And you're doing the charge up thing. Of course you are, you stupid fire breath twat. Don't shoot a web. Of course you shoot a bloody web. And there we go. You see, it creates this thing where you cannot roll. And so that's the worst thing. He can really trap you with that move. And then he does the 3. And then you're fucked. I'm just going to take it. Yeah, tank it. Okay. That was weird. Can we finish him? Of course we can. Down you go, you son of a bitch. The demon was destroyed. You shall obtain a demon's soul. And we revived. I think there's a couple of other random items around here which we may as well grab. Chunk of spider stone. Oh yes, you get a pure spider stone for beating this boss, as well as the boss soul, which is nice. I think that may be the only pure spider stone you can get in the game. I could be wrong there, but... Renowned Soldier's Soul, worth an extra 800. So we're doing alright. Next up. Hard Demon Soul and a pure spider stone. Return to the Nexus. After an excruciatingly long loading time, we are back. And we'll see how many times we can level up before without using soul consumables. Probably 2, maybe 3 times.
Seeketh soul power, dost thou not? Then touch the demon inside me.
Seek soul power. Let's go for strength, vitality, and that's it. So we need 2601 to do it again. We can get that. Let's see. Renowned Hero's Soul. That's a pretty good one, I think. That's 1,000. Renowned Soldier's Soul, and that'll do it. Let's get Endurance. Lovely. What have you got to say, crestfallen bro?
Well, you found yourself a demon soul, did you? I'm impressed. Yes, indeed I am. Stay the path, and you will soon be a monster yourself. Can't you see you've fallen for their trap? Well, you found yourself.
You are a prick.
Can't you?
Hello again.
We'll chuck a load of stuff to stockpile Thomas here. We picked up a shitload of shards and chunks and large shards and various upgrade materials. And one thing to point out here is that depositing these upgrade materials to stockpile Thomas does not remove your ability to use them with the blacksmiths. So you can use these items even when stockpile Thomas has them, which is very useful indeed. Get rid of the club, pickaxe. They're equipped. Get rid of that.
You have
Nice.
a heart of gold. Don't let them take it from you.
Repair some stuff. Yeah, we'll just repair all this. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. Just had to do something off camera. So, we've got a little bit of time left, so I guess I could start the next archstone. What I will do now is just commit suicide. Sorry, I mean suicide. I don't think there's anyone new in the Nexus to talk to yet. I'm wondering where old Ostrava is. Normally he comes back by this point. Maybe he is there. No. It doesn't really matter. I'm not even sure if it's really worth going and getting 300 souls. Because I will be doing, if I need to do any grinding or anything like that, or farming, I will do it off camera. So I'm not even bothered about getting 300 souls at this point. What are we going to do next? I think we will do, we could do 3-1 or we could do 1-2. Let's do 1-2. The Phalanx Archstone. Archstone of the Demon Phalanx. Past the huge Boletarian castle gates lies the cliff pathway, now a feeding ground for dragons, which leads to the inner ward where the knights live. Sounds ominous. Is ominous. This is a pretty strange kind of gauntlet of a level. Very short. Well, relatively short. But cool nonetheless. And with an awesome, amazing, legendary, iconic boss at the end. So here we go. So this is where we fought the Phalanx. You can see the Dreglings out there, which I'm not bothered about. I should possibly have got farmed some more grass, but we'll see how we do. There's a few more mini Phalanxes in this next bit, and then they thankfully fuck off. You can see if you don't hit them on the shield, they do a lot more damage. Sorry, I do a lot more damage to them. One shot, in fact, from the back. Shard of Sharpstone, large hardstone shard. There's quite a few in this room. And they're in awkward places. You don't really need to take them out, to be honest. I don't even know why I'm bothering. You just survived a one-shotting there, sir. But you gave me a shard, so I'll let you off.
Hello? You yonder. Over here. It's me, Ostrava. Look at me. Again surrounded by evil warriors. Could you, perhaps, help me one last time? Clear out the soldiers at the far end of this passage, if it pleases you. The Lord's Path, just down yonder, has degenerated into a feeding ground for flying dragons. Have your wits about you.
So that's what happened to Ostrava, that's why he wasn't in the Nexus. And you know how he said, could you help me one last time? Yeah, it's not one last time. This is like the next of a whole series of times that you have to save Ostrava's balls, even though he has a badass sword and shield and quality fluted armor and a really cool voice actor. He's what the French call les incompetents. Anyway, we will go a little bit further, and this is the Lord's Path, or whatever he called it, the King's Path. There are some charred bodies here, and our old friend... Oh, that's where the... Well, holy shit! The charred bodies should have been a cue for me, really, to be honest. But, you know, I'm an idiot. The dragon does the same sort of thing here as it did in 1-1. It circles round and torches the ground. And there are some nice items to grab. I think this is safe zone. No, that's not a safe zone. Okay. We'll just have to follow it from about here then. We'll just go over and see how we do. I want to grab this stuff, but I know it's like suicidal, but ow, Christ. Okay. That's all my half grass, but I can easily farm more. And there are these like forts along the way with NPCs. I mean, not NPCs, enemies. Enemies. And I do a lot of damage to those guys compared to what I was doing with my club. Although for some reason the lock-on failed then and I got hit. I have some crescent grass now, so I'll make use of that. And there are vantage points on the top of these battlements where you can shoot the dragon as it comes past with arrows. And if you're patient enough with arrows or projectile spells, there you go, you see you've got a wooden catalyst here, which means I can actually use sorceries if I learn them from Frake's apprentice in the Nexus. So I could shoot that guy with soul arrows and crossbow bolts and arrows and all these things, and eventually take him out and he wouldn't respawn. I don't have the resources or time to do that right now. This passage down here leads to an underground passage underneath the path where the dragon torches, and there are lots of dogs and dreglings and knights and things here. I think this is where Ostrava is. And there's always, yes, lots of nice ambushes waiting in dark places like this for gormless, unobservant people like me. How did that hit me? That is just straight up bullshit. There's a few more. Okay. Ring of gash resistance. Ring of gash resistance. A soft ring bearing a bright red seal increases resistance against bleeding. Made by Jerry, a friend of sage Frake the Visionary, who is known for his magical handicrafts. The seal's design is a fissure. Ring of gash resistance. You may need to be from the UK to understand why that's so as funny as it is, but gash is a euphemism for a lady's secret parts.
Thank you. That makes twice. Thanks to you, I can now forge ahead. This is a token of my gratitude. Please accept it.
3 Dark Moon Grass. That's better than Full Moon Grass. It restores all your HP and restores... I think it might restore status ailments as well. Yeah. Fully heals HP and status ailments. Thank you, Ostrava.
This is bad. Not a single person left. Why on earth? How did all of this happen? Father!
Father!
This is bad. How did all of this happen? Father!
Such a great voice actor. Crescent Moongrass. I don't know the name of the voice actor who does Ostrava's voice, but man, I love him. Brilliant, brilliant voice actor. Really like it. Now we can go along the treacherous path underneath to avoid the rest of the dragon's fire, or we can go on top. Either way, I'm ending this episode right here and we will carry on in the next one. Thank you very much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop me a like, subscribe for more, and I will see you next time for more Demon Souls. Umbassa.